Can you beat Persona 5 Strikers using only Pixie? Well, no. The game will make you use Arsene whether you like it or not. So obviously Arsene is the persona you should use in a challenge run like this, but fuck Arsene. I began my quest on my phone. Typical teenager. Then it was time for a nostalgia blast. This is the cinema where I used to never go to. This is where I got experimented on like a lab rat. Good times. Who could forget the time I broke into Sojiro's house? Oh, the spa. Me and the owl lad had some great times here. I had a reunion with my crew. It was very emotional. Ryuji, my bro. God, I missed you. I end up in prison again, where she sends me on a mission to save the world. I guess I need to get my persona once again. My work is not yet done. Since the world needed saving, I decided to act by being bullied by a cat and being told to stay hydrated by my dad. Then I make my way to Tokyo, where I meet my bro. And then we see a celebrity who wants to add me on social media. And this is when I knew she was up to no good. No one willingly chooses to be my friend. So when I'm teleported to the metaverse and see this crazy chick stealing the desires of the masses, I was not surprised. And now we're surrounded, which is a slight inconvenience, because I do not have my persona yet. And this is when my own persona appeared to mock me, because I can't get her in this part, unfortunately. And the game makes me use Arsene, despite my best efforts to the contrary of just standing still and hoping they would just let me pass. It was then suggested that I make a tactical retreat, but that's for scrubs, and that's not how I work. So I stayed there and fought, until I realised I couldn't do any damage whatsoever, and then had to admit defeat and run away. My retreat didn't go well. I was caught by a net as soon as I ran. It seemed fairly light, so I don't get why we didn't just, pull the damn thing off. But oh well. And this is where I meet Shadow Alice, who smacks the ever-loving shit out of me. Kinky. Then she drops us into the sewers. Not so kinky. While I'm traversing the sewers, I meet...
I am Sophia, humanity's companion.
Serious, why do I always find the nutters? I see a very powerful shadow. Clearly, stealth is the right approach. But Sophia doesn't have time for that pussy-ass stealth shit, so she decides to tackle this problem head-on. A respectable approach. I'm beginning to like her. She will be my new sister. My quest to get Pixie was not going well. I needed to hurry soon. The fate of the world depends on it. It depends on this fairy. Melee attacks would only get me so far. After another skirmish, I got my persona, whose stats went from this to this. The game had to nerf my persona because they knew I'd fuck 'em up with my Persona 5 Royal Pixie. At least now, I could begin my quest with my persona. So I beat up a horse to celebrate, and then make my escape into the real world. Sophia takes refuge in my phone. Hopefully she doesn't check my search history. Yosuke once again has his priorities straight. Futaba fangirls over my new AI. I bring my crew to fuck up Alice's little dungeon, and then proceed to immediately leave. Why did I come here? I guess we need that pesky evidence again. My bro has a lead. Time to get to work. But first let me look at the menu. Then I need to strike out with Makoto. Wow, I guess I'll do the worst eavesdropping I've ever seen. I'm not even trying to hide it. I'm just in front of them, standing there, listening to their conversation. With my investigation complete, I came to one conclusion. Alice is a bit of a bitch, and she dresses funny for a supposed fashion icon, and she gets off on beating down the brethren. That will not do. We need to look out for each other. I'll deal with her. And luckily for him, I was there to intervene. I would deal with her soon enough. Good thing I have Sophia with me now. She's ready to start taking lives.
That is an acceptable outcome.
Too bad the rest of our crew thinks we're Batman. Since I'll need medical supplies, there's only one person I can turn to help me get what I need. What do you mean she's not here? Where the hell is the sex-crazed goth chick when you actually need her? I am then forced to execute my Pixie, because apparently Arsene is so sacred that we can't execute him instead. What a load of shite. Anyway, I got her back immediately. But still, the inconvenience, since I need some guns to fuck up Alice's Wonderland, I know just a place to get him. What do you mean he's temporarily closed? What's he doing? Taking summer vacation with the rest of the high schoolers? What the fuck, Iwa? Where's the fucking mob gangster when you need him? I guess I'll just have to make do with what I have. My plan was simple. Go kick Alice's ass, but she had automated guns. That might slow down this process, I'm not gonna lie. This will be a long quest. A very long quest. But at least I got some treasure along the way. Eventually, I was confronted by 3 maidens. But Pixie had just the element for the job, so I absolutely obliterated them. As I made my way through, I ran into Giant Pixie. This was far from easy. There was a lot of hitting involved. Bosses in this game take forever to kill. But in the end I got there, and got fuck all for it. They didn't even give me the Giant Pixie. I get Futaba going.
Oh, look at that god-tier balance.
It's from all the practice of breaking into Haru's house. What? Who said that? Wasn't me. Finally, I got eyes on my target. The easy thing about this game is, when you're running out of health and SP, you can just leave and then immediately come back in with full health and SP. How easy is that? I ran into an Ice Queen, except I forgot I was weak to ice, because in Persona 4, she's weak to fire, and she killed me. So I had no choice but to use melee. Good thing I had Yusuke on the team, because that little ice resistance is the only reason I'm alive right now. But that was too close. So I go shopping for some better gear. I squeeze into a vent that seems way too small for me. After I beat some shadows, I make it to my destination, where I run into security. But I know how to deal with security. I beat them up. Finally, after all my struggles, I had gotten where I needed to be. We're done! Let's go kick some Alice ass!
Looks like 2 of them are still up and running.
What? No use complaining. I knew what I had to do, and that's go skating. Tony Hawk Pro has nothing on this. Since I need to hack this lovely force field, I need to protect Futaba, cause she can't fight for shit. And I must say, I did some stellar work. No one was hitting her while I was around, except near the end. Bit dramatic much, Futaba. It was basically a slap on the wrist, but now it was open. Let's go, boys.
No shadows detected here. Wait, incoming shadows!
Pick one, Futaba. My opponent was tough. It didn't help that I'm an idiot who kept running into things, and my SP was low. But I was doing well, until he killed me. And then Yusuke, and then Ryuji. I was in trouble, and for some reason, that means my skill level increases by 1000, because he could not hit me to save his life. Somehow, I managed to beat him down, and get the victory. And I get Alice's Playboy magazine as a reward. That is a fucking letdown. I don't want that. Give me Ryuji's. I am once again put on guard duty, and it's really easy, but I was getting close now. Alice had nowhere to run. I am then confronted by this thing. I believe he is weak to wind, but I am not making Morgana use his persona, and he doesn't seem to want to use it without me doing it. So we're doing this the hard way. Yeah, I died. Time to get the boys in. I got close this time, but I still died. He fought well, but in the end, I got him. Now, I had all the pieces I needed, which gets Alice going.
You're a real surprise, Joker. Now I'm starting to want you all to myself.
I sure do have a way with the ladies, don't I? It's time, Alice. Time to finish this. Oh, what the fuck? God damn it, Alice. You haven't seen the last of me. Then I meet a cop. Fucking hate cops. They keep beating the shit out of me in this series. My friends need a sacrificial lamb. So guess who's being volunteered? No matter. I will destroy everything in my path. It seems I'm not as strong as I thought. I shall get them next time. I didn't get them next time. I got it on my 3rd attempt. And then I got surrounded again. But my crew had arrived with some stylish entrances, stealing my thunder. How dare they? I knew my victory was near. But then I ran into this hooker, and I refused to pay for a good time, so she kills me. I had almost gotten away with it too. I was in trouble. My boys were dead, and I'm an idiot who kept walking into her attacks. It was hopeless, mainly because I was the one doing the controlling. But I had something she didn't. A fairy. One that I have used to kill gods. I had almost made a balls of it. Near the end, I got caught in her brainwashed skill, and I thought I was done for. I probably deserved to die with all the mistakes I made, but somehow, I managed to scrape by from the jaws of defeat and snatch this victory. I needed to unlock the elevator, but fortunately, this puzzle looked like a piece of piss. I managed to get the elevator open. The elevator ride was lovely. I got to fight loads of enemies for 1 whole minute, but it was not over. I have made it surely. God Damn it, he wouldn't even stand still and let me hit him with his weakness. Eventually, I died, so I just whacked him with Haru's axe. Finally, this was it. Alice! The end is near! Well, that's new, apparently. I need a key. A fucking key. Good thing I have a cop friend to tell me where to go.
Alice would be no sweat for me over in PubSec HQ, so how about it? Want some help?
Nah, we're good. We'll handle it on our own.
Too bad. We'd rather fail than get some help from the coppers.
Alice Hiragi is your senpai.
She attended Kosei High?
Yes, Yusuke. You are the main character, my man. I had returned to the school. I remember when I started a little mini war with a teacher there and then proceeded to ruin his life. But I'm not here to reminisce. I'm here to kick some ass and take some names. It's a crab! And this crab fucking obliterated me. I spent ages trying to find a solution, and then it hit me. It just popped into my head. I had a revelation. Now I would win. Finally, I was free of the crab. I had unlocked the magic force field. Since everyone was going about their day, minding their own business, we decided to add some drama into their lives. You know, some extra spice. By announcing to the world, we were gonna fuck up Alice. Alice would be absolutely shitting it watching this. I know it. And she doesn't even know what's happening. Probably should have made sure she was looking at the TV. It was time for the final showdown. She's turned into a bunny. A fucking bunny! Her weakness is party poppers. Or at least it is for me. Because I don't have a wind move. And the AIs don't really use their attack much. We were getting the upper hand. I knew I had her where I wanted her. Her health was low. There was no way she could stop me now. That was fucking bullshit, making me use a revive. Fucking nerve. Alice had been defeated. Once again, I was the hero of the day. Who's next to face me?